Hey guys, I hope that all of you are doing really well during this crazy time and enjoying some time, hopefully, with your family. Hopefully, not going crazy. We're going to finish up our Chapter 5, Section 5, which is actually going to be what our assessment is on for the end of this week. I need to finish covering a couple of things, and it's the very last flap on your foldable. You need to make sure that you have access to that. If you do not, then you can find these equations or these identities in your textbook on pages 350 and 351. So make sure that you have a chance to kind of look through that, and you do have access to that for the assessment. So you can actually pull these out. This is not anything that you need to memorize. Let's begin with Chapter 5, Section 5, example number 7. It says to rewrite cosine 5x and sine 3x as a sum or difference. Well, a lot of times people get to see this and they get really concerned and they think it's going to be incredibly difficult. It's really not that bad. And this is the only example that we're covering in class today. So it should be pretty straightforward. This is actually an easy lesson. All right, so I first need to recognize that I have two products here. I have the product of cosine 5x times sine 3x. So in your product to sum, you're going to look for something that has cosine times sine. When you do, not sine times cosine, those seem very similar, and you guys are very much aware that 2 times 3 and 3 times 2 gives you the same answer, but that is not true for trigonometry. The order does matter. So here I have cosine x times sine y, and that's going to equal 1/2 times sine of x plus y plus, minus sine of x minus y. And you can find this in your foldable. I'm double checking everything. Cosine times sine, that's the one. So you can find this in your foldable, and this is what the identity that we're actually going to use. Okay. All right, so I went ahead and had the identity rewritten right here for our easy access. So now all I'm going to do when I'm working this is I'm going to replace the x with 5x. And I'm going to replace the y with 3x. Similarly, 5x, then minus 3x, and close that out. So all I've done so far, this is my identity. Okay, so this is the identity from the foldable. And this is the actual problem that I'm working. Okay? I don't know if you guys can tell. My computer's wanting to die right now, so give me just a second. Problem solved. Okay. All right, so what we're going to do is we're actually going to simplify this. Okay, well, on the left-hand side, there's nothing to simplify. This is what we're solving for. Cosine 5x, sine 3x. On the right-hand side, I bring down 1/2. Do not overcomplicate this. 5x plus 3x. If I'm adding those x's together, I have a total of 8 x's. 5x minus 3x. I have a total of 2 x's. Okay? End of story. Do not go any farther than this. Okay? 8x and 2x, it's not like they're being written as sine of 8x minus 2x. And I'm like, oh, subtract that, and that gives me 6x. That is not what's being written here. It is sine of 8x minus sine of 2x. That's as far as you can go. And that's actually going to be your answer. So just be careful in these problems not to oversimplify and not to make it any harder than what it is. But these problems should only be 2 or 3 steps. Okay? Good luck on your homework. Let me know if you guys have any questions.